What I'm about to show you, I want to tell you to not use on other people. I'm going to show you how the FBI and the CIA, as well as narcissists and controllers, will use things that you are already aware of to manipulate you. Today, I'm going to show you how to tap into what are called primary motivations. Everybody with what's called a neurotypical brain will respond to the following 4 core motivations. In the FBI and the CIA, this particular set of motivations breaks down to an acronym called RICE. That's R-I-C-E. Reward, ideology, coercion, and ego, which means that they can be used to manipulate people. The problem is that these same 4 core motivations can also be used to manipulate you and me. Let's start with the R. It's reward. This is simply getting something. You can get a job, you can get a gift, you can get some type of praise, but regardless of that, most people are motivated by some sort of receiving of a reward. The interesting part here is the person who is offering the reward must have something that the other person desires. It's similar to the old carrot on the stick routine where you have something that someone wants and you present it to them, but you only reward them with it if they will comply with certain things. Unfortunately, some people use this in a physical sense and an emotional sense, and they will work people that have needs in those areas with rewards of even possibly a relationship. This can get really ugly really quick. This is why I always tell you, never use these techniques on other people. This is just informational. The second one is the I, and this is ideology. This is the idea that people will respond to other people that have similar interests. This can be a religion. This can be a group of some sort. This can be some sort of a political affiliation. Think about it for just a minute. How many people do you know of in the last several years that if you express which side of the political fence you are on, you will either make enemies or friends just by saying who you favor? So if you combine having something that someone wants, that's the reward, along with showing them that you share the same ideology, whatever that is, and it has to be something that motivates them to action, that brings us to the C. And the C is called coercion. Coercion is anytime somebody uses something that's negative against you. Anything that makes you feel ashamed, anything that makes you feel guilty or even embarrassed or afraid can unfortunately be weaponized against you. These are things where extreme pressure come into play or even blackmail. There's a reason why coercion is so powerful. You can get people to do what you want if you have something over them. This is as old as time itself. Most everyone who's watching this already knows that. And it's extremely powerful in manipulating people, and it's extremely powerful in getting people to do just about anything that they would not normally do for fear of what you might either do or say or reveal. So if you go back to the R, the reward, and you hold something over them that they desperately want, you are in a power position. And then to the I, which is ideology. If you share the same ideology or say that you do, people will very easily begin to trust you. And if they trust you and you have something that they want, the next step is ease of control. The last one is E, and this is for ego. Everyone has an ego. It does not mean that you're trying to get your ego stroked so that you can be seen as better than other people. It simply means that the ego that we're talking about is how you want to be seen by other people. The basic principle of psychology is that every single person has an ego. And there are things that crush our ego, and there's things that build up our ego. This gets compounded when the ego, which is how you want other people to view you, works in concert with the ideology that we talked about before, because this is a shared experience or shared affinity or some type of a shared identity. So if someone is hanging a reward of some sort that you desperately want over your head, and they share your ideology, they like the things that you like, they believe in the things that you believe in, it's very simple to use the coercion lever. And when people use the coercion lever on someone who's already bought in most cases, that's all you need. There are several other techniques that I'll be going into in the next few videos about manipulation, brainwashing, coercion, persuasion, all the stuff that you probably think of when you think of covert FBI activities or covert CIA activities, all based around what's called dark psychology.